Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So for today's episode, I'm going to be looking at a show donation. This was actually sent to me by one of my viewers, Aaron DeSoma. I think I said your name right. I hope I said your name right. And he actually he reached out to me on Facebook. He was showing me some of these video games that he saw, I guess, and asked me if there was any that I was interested in or I liked. And the first thing I saw was Stampede. And I'm like, that's for the Intellivision. I don't have that on the Intellivision. I've never played it on the Intellivision. In fact, I think I haven't heard of it for the Intellivision up till about a year and a half ago. Was the first time I ever knew that this even existed on the Intellivision. So he out of the kindness just packaged it up and shipped it off to me. And so I said, awesome, dude. I'm definitely going to make a video on it. And I thought about it, and I'm like, well, I've never played the Intellivision version, but I have played the Atari version. And this one is actually a pretty fun game. I mean, this isn't a very good copy. It's kind of all messed up, and the salesperson liked to put the price tags on the carts, which really annoy me. But whatever. It's still Stampede. So I thought, let's do a comparison video. Let's take a look at the Atari version, and let's take a look at the Intellivision version. And I've never played it before, so it's going to be kind of a 2-in-1. He also threw in an extra thing here, which is kind of neat. A Street Fighter Chun-Li. Kind of cool. I'm going to find a good spot for that in my man cave. Gotta go somewhere. I don't know. Maybe right here for now. There we go. So, yeah, we're going to play Stampede on the Atari. But first, let's take a look at this, because this looks like it's pretty complete in box. Now, I like the way this opens up. It comes out like a tray, unlike the typical Intellivision that opens up like a book. This is Activision, by the way. They also did a few other carts for the Intellivision. I know there's the Pitfall. So it looks like we got the manual inside. That's cool. Well, there, speaking of Pitfall, it's right there, kind of in the leaflet, talking about Pitfall and Stampede. And we got the manual. The manuals are obviously a lot more graphic and different than the Atari manuals. That I don't know. The Atari manuals they're okay. This one opens kind of different though. This opens up like a full-on leaflet. And here's the programmer back there, Bob Whitehead. They like to do that with the Activision, show off the programmers. It's one of the whole points of Activision was that the programmers felt like they never got any of the appreciation or recognition, you know. So all the best programmers pretty much left Atari at the days and started Activision. And of course they got the screenshot on how to play and all the pretty much the scoring and all that. They got Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, and Game 4. Not bad. I kind of know how to play this from playing it on the Atari, so I'm not going to bother with that. They even give you a overlay. Let's see what's on here. Slow cows, slow random cows, fast random cows, clear lasso, move cowboy. Kind of neat. Pretty much just showing you the different skill levels you can try. And of course the cartridge. Let's take a look at the cartridge. I always like the Activision Intellivision cartridges. They look a little bit different than your typical Intellivision cartridge. They look almost like the Activision, you know, the Atari versions. You know, kind of a similar idea. This is upside down. But yeah, so let's give these two games a try. First, I'll start off with the Atari, and then we'll follow up by looking at the Intellivision version. Okay, so now we got, this is the Atari 2600 version of Stampede. So it's pretty typical. A lot of the Activision just started off like this. They'd have their Activision logo at the bottom, and just kind of a freeze frame of the game. So the object of this game, you're this dude, this cowboy on a horse, and you want to catch cattle, essentially. That's what you have to do. Each cattle moves at different speeds, which I'll show you. And then there's one black cattle that will just all of a sudden show up, and he doesn't move. So the screen will be scrolling, and the idea is to not let any of the cattle hit the end of the screen, or else you lose a point. And when you get to 0, so each one you grab, so these yellow guys are obviously the slower ones, they're falling behind. Then you got those little faster guys, the brown guys. And then you get that skull that kind of shows up. There's the black one. Now you can bump into them and move them. Oh, I'm not going to get him. Oh, oh. And that was it. I lost enough and it's over. Let's try that again. There's a lot of strategies that you can have with this game. You know, from what I understand, I think I understand, is when you... Oops, lost one. When you rope two of the... I don't know if it's the orange guys or the brown guys, then the black one appears. Oh, I'm not doing too well. So it's either you keep bumping them ahead, or you catch them as soon as you can. I don't know, I've tried different ones. I'm trying to stay in the middle. Oh, there's the black one. I'm not going to catch him. And I'm dead. Never really good at this game. I mean, it's a simple game, but it's fun. You really gotta, like, plan your moves. The graphics aren't bad either. You can make them out. I know the yellow guy is always moving twos. Actually, I think most of them... Oh, no, no, no! Aw. Man, I'm not doing too good at all. See, some of these people have these world records in this game where they can actually, like, roll the score counter and stuff. I can't even get to 1,000 somewhere. I think I've done it before, but... Oh, okay, I'm not going to get him, so... I think I'm just going to have to start pushing him around. No, no, no. Okay. If I lose one more, it's over. Just get them all in front of me and just start lassoing them all up. Really fun game, actually. Kind of challenging. Each one obviously gives you different points, the amount of points, whichever ones you catch. What's that, black? Oh, no, no, no! Ah, almost made it to 1,000. Okay, so now we got Stampede for the Intellivision. So we can see Activision presents. I mean, it looks like a regular Intellivision screen. 1982, Activision Incorporated. It's got that typical, you know, first screen there going on. So enter game number. So let's go with the slowest because, yeah, I'm probably not going to be good at this one. We got Stampede, game number 1, slow cows. So, I mean, right off the bat, I mean, it looks very similar. He's doing his little lasso-y movement. The cow's tails are kind of whacking away. Oh, there's the skull. Skull looks kind of funny. Uh-oh, there's the black one. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! And the sounds, I mean... It's got those extra sound effects in there. Looks like the way the points tick up is kind of different too. Let's see. Okay, so I can still bump them. I mean, he looks very similar. The horse is a little bit more drawn out. Kind of make out with that it's actually a horse. And you really only can go up and down in this game. You can't go forward, really. Whoa! Oh! I just died. Try that again. Let's see. So there's what's the other game that they got there? Slow random cows and fast cows. Guess random you can't come up with a pattern. So let's try the random cows. There's white ones and yellow ones and brown cows. guess they decided to make white cows instead of orange cows. Oh, jeez. Black cows are showing up a lot. I think they're cows or bulls or something. She should have looked that up. Catching steer. Whoa. Now keep in mind too, I mean, there is a difference in the controls, right? With the Intellivision, I'm using the disc controller, which I find is a little bit easier with this game to control rather than the typical joystick. So I get to just slide with my thumb. He glides a little bit easier. Definitely finding this version to be a lot easier. But I have heard that before with the Intellivision versions, Intellivision games being a lot easier than the Atari games. Definitely not having as difficult a time on this one. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the speed's different. Oh, no. Uh-oh. White guy. Oh, yellow guy. Yellow. Oh. I like how the cowboy's got the little lasso thing flying around like that. A little bit more animation than the Atari one. Oh, geez, that guy just flew by. I don't know which one to get. Ow. Okay, let's try the, let's reset that. Let's try game 3, fast cow. Oh, they have game 4, random fast cows, too. So let's go to, let's do that. Random fast cows. Fast row. Whoa! Okay, yeah. Game speed definitely just amped up there. This is crazy. Whoa! That's impossible. No way. It's like the black cow just kind of shows up and just flies off the screen. Whoa. Jeez. Let's do that one more time. That was fun. It's like playing Stampede on crack. Let's go, let's go. I like how he just starts off slow and just like boots it into high gear. Look how fast these guys are going. Whoa! It's like by the time I realize, oh jeez. By the time I realize the black cow enters the screen, he's already gone. That's insane. Yeah, so that's Stampede for the Atari and the Intellivision. Now, it's just kind of looking at this just to see what, because I didn't have the manual for the Atari one, and I wanted to find out what the different cows were. And apparently, each one has a different name. Like we got the brown one is Hereford. I don't know if that's a cow type or something, or is that just names? Black Angus for the black cow. For you, it just says horse. The white one, Jersey, and I think, was that it? Yeah, but that's kind of neat. I mean, the game was kind of fun. I didn't find it as stressful, well, until I put it on that 4, the fast cows. I didn't find it as stressful as the Atari version. The Atari one's hard. I mean, you really have to develop a pattern, and I mean, that's the way a lot of these classic games were. You had to come up with patterns. It was mostly patterns. There was no tutorials during the game, unlike today's games where the games tell you how to beat them, or it's just a big elaborate storyline that you just kind of got to get through it. These games were all about figuring out patterns and figuring out how to beat them. And, you know, there's like those looping games, like they're continuous until you die. So you can just keep going and building up and building up and building up. But like I said, I found the Intellivision one to be a lot easier. I don't know why. I don't know if it was the controller. I felt the controller did make a big difference, because when you're playing on, you know, one of these guys, you got the, you know, you're pushing up and down. It's a little bit, you know, harder to operate than a disc controller where you can just slide it with your thumb. Also felt like, I guess the way that the cows were separated or something, there was a little bit more time to think. In the Atari one, they just kind of come flying at you, and you just got to, like, get in there and lasso them. Like I said, though, it's all about that, you know, figuring out a pattern and learning what works for you. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. I'm glad I could add this to my Intellivision collection, and you know, even having the box with it. Intellivision is like the only system where I pretty much still have most of the boxes for all the games. Atari, I don't have any boxes except for that guy over there in the corner, and well, I used to have some, but they're long gone. And ColecoVision, I have no boxes. I have a few Nintendo boxes, few that I just decided to keep. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to add this to my collection. So again, I'd like to thank Aaron DeSoma. Sorry, I hope I didn't butcher your name. And I know he also leaves comments on my YouTube channel, but he doesn't go by his real name though. I think, which one is he? I think he's Simon Belmondo. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know a bunch of people that they talk to me on Facebook and they talk to me on YouTube, and they're using 2 different handles, so it's kind of hard to remember them. Anyways, yeah, this was cool. I love getting show donations. It's a lot of fun. It's something to add to my collection, but it's also something to do a video on. I mean, it keeps new content for the show. It keeps the show fresh. And, you know, like I said before, I have many ways of supporting the show. I mean, I always accept donations, but I also have a Patreon account if you're interested in that. And I have a Spreadshirt thing where you can get some t-shirts and stuff, just some swanky stuff. But yeah, anyways, hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think of Stampede. Which one did you think was better? Which one are you more familiar with? Which one have you played? I'd like to hear all these things. And I got a cool little Street Fighter guy that I got to find a good spot for. Anyways, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.